What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for coming back to my channel today. Before we get started, I want to say a huge thanks. I recently checked my YouTube and I have over 100 subscribers, which is insane to me. I want to say a really big thank you because I remember back when I had like 25 when I started the channel. A big milestone to me, so I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. As you can see, I'm actually cruising over to the shop right now in not my old truck. A lot has changed actually. I know it's been a while since I made a video. Basically, long story short, thanks to a thief, my 2003 truck was stolen for the second time, unfortunately. And after that, I decided I just didn't want to put the insurance money into it every time. I did get it back. Nothing was actually really stolen. But of course, the ignition and the door lock cylinders were all messed up. So I decided to buy a new truck, and that's what I'm in right now. I'll go over the truck later with you guys in following videos. But basically, the channel's still going to stay the same. I'll be showing you guys how to do modifications at home, and also we'll be doing some trail riding videos too. So right now we're heading over to the shop, and I am super excited today about the parts that just came in. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it might have something to do with the hat that I'm currently wearing. And super excited for what direction I want to go with this new truck and the parts that I'm going to be installing to it. Obviously, all of that has been covered in upcoming videos. I brought along my camera gear today to hopefully be able to film my reaction to first time seeing the parts. I have not seen the parts that I got yet. So yeah, so we're gonna get over there. I don't think I will be installing anything today, but I'll probably put this clip in the beginning of the episode when we do go ahead and install them. Let's get over to the shop and I'll show you what I got. Alrighty, and as you can see, I am wearing different clothing. That is because it is the following weekend. I'm finally in the shop today with time and the help to finally install this kit I'm going to show you right now to my 2015 Silverado. Let me show you the truck. It's so my truck. This is my new truck. Hasn't been on the channel yet. My 2003, my dad does own now, so that is there. So I'm going to show you the truck that has now been lovingly named by my fiance as Tony Stock, because it is, well, you'll see in a second. So let me just show you the truck. So this is Tony Stock, everybody. It's a 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500. It's a four-wheel drive. It is a Texas edition. Not that that matters. Texas edition, I think, really only means that it has the built-in trailer brake and I think a different gear ratio, final drive gear ratio. So let me show you the kit that we're going to be installing, and then we will get to work and I'll start showing you guys the tips and tricks of what I recommend of how you should go about to install these. So let me show you the kit. It's really cool. Let's go. So here's the kit that I have assembled. Keep in mind, this is not a kit that you can buy together anyway. This is something that I had to purchase, two different purchases, but I got everything from, well, hold on. So I got everything except for the Dirt King alignment cam hardware kit. This I had to order specifically from Dirt King themselves, which is totally fine. But the control arms and the King Coil-Overs, oh yes. Anyway, I did order them through AccuTune Off-Road. So big shout out to, I think, Tyler and Alex were the two gentlemen that helped me out over email, answering my questions, getting that order set up for me. So you guys rock, keep on doing it. So I went with the Dirt King upper control arms. These have a Moog ball joint, urethane bushings, and this is a hardware kit. Comes with castle nuts, grease fittings, of course a little sticker swag pack, you know, gotta come with that. They are a chromoly tube construction, so they're definitely gonna already be stronger than what's in the truck. And we'll do a side-by-side comparison once I have the parts out. And then this is the only other thing I had to buy separately. This is a spanner wrench, a 5/16 diameter pin that I did have to purchase. I drove down to CarTech Off-Road in Corona, California, and I bought this there. This does not come with any of this stuff. This is the only extra thing I really had to purchase. The reason for that is as I'll show you later in the video, so the King coilovers do come with the instructions of how to install them and how to adjust them. The confusing part is that nobody has been able to give me a clear answer whether these are already taller than what's on the truck stock. We will do a measurement once we have those parts out. So just in case they are not where I want them to be, this tool is going to make it infinitely easier to adjust this collar to push the spring down and thus raise the ride height of the truck. So they're 2.5, which means that they're a 2.5 diameter shock body. These are the extended travel, so they should have a little bit long, or I think the website said something about like it should have about 2 more inches of travel over stock, and that's pretty awesome. I've never been this close to a pair of Kings that I could, you know, really look at. I'm very impressed with the manufacturing, and just, it's beautiful. It just looks so good. I'm so excited to put these on. Enough talking, let's get to putting these and those in the truck. But first, we need to actually start with taking some notes on where the truck's sitting right now. Sure we're good on both sides. All right, now it's time to take off the wheels. I believe, if memory serves correct, these should be a 22 millimeter, which they are. Sweet. So we got both tires off, and there's a good look at what stock looks like to you. So here's that factory upper control arm. I have the, looks like the cast steel ones, I guess. Nothing too impressive. They're sort of small. Okay, and here's everything you'll need. 2 21 millimeter wrenches, preferably one that has a ratcheting end, will make your life easier. 18 millimeter wrenches, if you have one that has a ratcheting end, make your life a lot easier. 15 millimeter socket, if you can read it, but you can't, because there it is. And then a 10 millimeter for the brake line. And one of these awesome Milwaukee guns, probably help you too. We have figured out which one is our driver's side. That is gonna be this side. The way that you're gonna be able to tell which one is which side, unfortunately mine did not come with any tags or markings. Basically it's gonna be whichever way that the reservoir is mounted. They typically want the hose to go backwards towards the rear of the truck. So this is gonna be our driver's side, that's gonna be my passenger side. Here's your tech tip for when you're installing these Dirt King upper control arms. I can't really confirm if this is the way it is with any other aftermarket brands upper control arms, but in reading the instructions for these, if you come in here, always read the instructions, guys. See here, figure number 2, we are gonna have to cut off the factory droop stop. So that's what I'm gonna get to work on right now. I got my grinder. I unfortunately don't really have a better tool for this, so this is gonna take a minute, but just be aware of that when you do go to install these. And as always, safety first with a pair of headphones and some sunglasses. If you have a face shield, that'd be even better, but I don't. So don't do as I do as I say, because I'm trying to teach anyone watching this video how to do this. So let's get to cutting that out. We can get the upper control arm in and get the King in and start to adjust it. So unfortunately, the Dirt King alignment cams are turning out to be kind of a pain in the ass to install. I already cleaned up the factory hardware and put it back in. Maybe somewhere down the line we'll try again, and the stock stuff will do for now. If we start losing the alignment after going down the trails, then I'll definitely put it in sooner rather. So, Dad's gonna hand me the coilover right now. We're gonna get it installed. Damn, after side is all done. So make sure before you take off, you want to grease your 3 grease fittings. You want to make sure to tighten and put the cotter pin into the ball joint. Resecure your wheel speed sensor and bracket with the brake line. I just zip tied mine to the upper control arm. We already turned hard locked left and right to make sure that we have plenty of brake line so nothing's gonna catch on there. Torque the lower control or the lower control arm to shock bolts. Torque those as per the instructions from King. Got it adjusted. I counted the threads. It is the same as the other side. On top of that one, we secured our brake reservoir. We secured the shock reservoir. Got that in there. It is time now to put the wheels back on this truck. Let it sit on the ground. We're gonna take it for a test drive around the block. And then after that, we'll go ahead and pull a measurement and see where we're at. All right, so we got it down on the ground now. We're gonna go take it for a test drive, get that suspension to settle. When we come back, we'll go ahead and measure it from the ground directly through the center of the wheel up to the fender. And then from there, we're gonna find out just how much we lifted the front of my truck today. So far, it looks a lot better. So hopefully with it settling just a little bit, it should be exactly where I want it. So let's go take it for a test drive and see how it feels. So for our baseline measurement, we are at 36 1/4 inch. So let's see what it is. So this side we're at 39 1/4. And this side we're actually a little bit higher. I did not mean to go that high. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope what I was able to show you and or give you any advice will be helpful to you guys. I'm going to have to do some more adjusting to get my ride height exactly where I want it. That'll be it, but it's not really anything you guys need to see. Really, to adjust it down, you just go the opposite way of the way that I was turning it to begin with. So with that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Thank you for everyone who's hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to bring you even more cool content now with this truck being built up. We're gonna do things differently than we were doing with the other truck, where the old truck was more of a building it to tow. This one we're building it to have some fun. So stay tuned. In the next video, we'll be going over some off-road lighting that I purchased, and we'll be putting that on and showing you guys how to do that. And then eventually there'll be some trail riding videos. So yeah, thanks again, guys. I'll catch you later.